Howdy folks, EJ here, and today we are back for another round of the 60-minute map tournament. So, we're just going to go ahead and get started. I've set up a new portal. I haven't even generated the area yet, so there's going to be a bit of lag. But we have 60 minutes to create a mini game or puzzle map based off of the words nostalgia and community. Those are the two words that I have here, and that's pretty much all I have to say on the subject. I haven't really spent very much more time doing anything in this world, so let's go ahead and generate that terrain, see what we have to work with, and then I will set up the timer. I have a slight idea of what I'm going to do for this map, because I was just hanging out with a friend the other day, and we were messing around with like one command creation he's working on, and what should we come across except we were messing around and villagers were getting thrown up into the air by an entity data command that he had set up. And I was like, whoa, this is cool. So I was thinking maybe I could use villagers as like a community. I don't know how this plays into nostalgia yet, but that is the idea that I had for a game, something like villagers bouncing up and down in the air. I'm not sure if we wanted to work on that as like a full-fledged map in the future. I'm personally not too interested, but it was a fun little minigame. So I'm thinking that I might try to make that concept happen for this map. Now, I don't have any of the commands because that was actually his one command creation he was working on, and then it was just due to our goofing around that led me to come up with the idea for a game based on that. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say on it. Now that we've got the terrain pretty much generated. Oh, that's a cool little area. Maybe I could use that as an arena or something. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. So, we've got an area to work with, and 60 minutes to make something happen. Let me get my thoughts situated just a little bit more, and then I will start the timer, and we can get going. Alright, I have done a little bit more testing, and I think I am ready to go. So, let's go ahead and set up a nice little place for our lobby. Nostalgia and community were our two words. This is the Nostalgia Community Tournament map that I'm working on, and we are going to decorate this just a little bit. I can't remember if I already started the timer. I certainly hope not, because this is just a little bit of setup. Let me check. I did not. Alright, there we go. Now the 60 minutes is officially started. I set the timer for 50 minutes so that it would go off a little early and I would have time to bug fix, test, and basically just frantically panic to get the last little bit done. So first thing I'm going to want to do is give at p.comm. I'm going to worry about the redstone first, and then I'm going to do the actual lobby and that kind of stuff in a bit. I was thinking about using that as an arena, like an actual place to have the map, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing that because I would rather have it just be an easy to maneuver square section. So positive and negative. That's annoying. Let's just do it over here. I don't honestly care where the map is. I just want it to be close by. So this is towards negative and negative. Wow, come on. So this is negative and negative. Let me fill a cube that's at my Y level. And negative, let's just go big. 15. Negative 15, positive 15. Nope, not positive 15. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. So I want it to go this location, but how about 15? No, how about, let's just go 25 to make it an even number. And we will fill it with stain-hardened clay. I don't care what color. How about 5? Lime. No. Whatever. And then I want it to be hollow. This is going to be our arena. Oop, lighting updates, causing a bit of lag. Well, that's not the color I thought it was going to be. Bit of a mistake there, but I honestly am going to decorate it a little bit anyway, if I have time. So first off, glowstone, hardened clay. So this should just make, a little stripe of glowstone every once in a while. This is to make sure that it's well lit up in this room. I don't want any like weirdness going on with mobs, or I just don't want to deal with any of that tomfoolery. So that should be that should be plenty of lighting. So we've got our arena set up now. Just to make it look pretty, I'll do fill. I honestly don't care how it looks right now. I'm worried more about the gameplay. Stain hard and clay 1. Orange, perfect. It's very nice. Let's just say, how would we go ahead and say hi, Rsmalec? That would be hilarious if we added that. I'm sure he would appreciate it. I'll just say hi, Ron. Hi, Ron. I like it. So this is going to be our arena. Let me get the coordinates for the center block. Every other one being marked. I have a feeling that one is the center one. Unless it's even somehow. I think it might be due to my own incompetence. I wanted it to be odd, but I suppose it isn't that big of an issue. Yeah, so this looks like it's the center, these 4 blocks. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's good enough. I'll just have this be the center point. Set block, and this will be the center for all of our whatever we're going to be doing. So now when I fill this with redstone block, it will activate into the clock. Now, this is our on and off mechanism. I could go ahead and label that just for clarity. Alright, so this is basically the only command I've dealt with so far, or that we were messing around with when I was talking about earlier. So execute at the player. Let's just set this to a radius, just for the moment, because we don't want it activating on everyone in the world and causing crazy things. And to do that, at a person, radius 2 type equals villager, motion upward. So basically what this does is, if I take this command and I put it on the clock and turn the clock on real quick, that is off, isn't it? It is. So that should turn it on. Now, I don't really need to be in the arena yet, but you can get the general idea of how to play the game. So we're going to have villagers, and they'll fly up to the ceiling looking all derpy like, oh, it's kind of hard to see them actually. Maybe I would like to give it a material that is slightly higher contrast instead of the orange. I mean, it matches, but it's not the best. But basically, they'll die when they hit the ground. So that's the point. You will be responsible for saving the lives of the community. And I guess we'll be decorating this a little bit retro-like or something. Let's do quartz. So the villager flies up to the ceiling, then comes back down. You can be in a slightly farther away radius, and then if you get too far away, then it dies. But this is how you're gonna play. They're gonna be moving around and stuff, and that's how it will be. Yeah, that's how it'll work. Goodbye. Sorry, you're gonna die. So you're gonna be saving the community with a game kind of like Keep Up. I don't know if that's nostalgic or anything, but that's what we're going to go with. Now, here's how I want the scoring to work. When this clock is on, I want... Okay, I guess I don't need to edit that because that's going to be the mechanism for how you keep the villagers up in the air. I don't need any of this. Clear. I will just have a villager and a redstone block and a regular old command block in my inventory to start. So, here's how I want the scoring to work. First, let me add a scoreboard. Scoreboard objectives, add, score, add score dummy. Now we've got that, scoreboard objective, set display, sidebar, score. And I will put this into a command block, because I only want this to happen when I turn it on. So now when I turn the clock on, it should set the scoreboard, well, yeah, it should the sidebar. And when I turn off the clock, it should clear it, so that the sidebar goes back to nothing. Just because I want to leave things messy, or not messy, for when I go to a different 60-minute map that I'm making. So say I give myself a score. Scoreboard players set EJ Monkey score some number. Alright, now it shows up. When I turn it off, it goes away. When I turn it back on, it shows back up again. Awesome. So that's going to be how we show the score on the sidebar. Now, I want villagers execute at e type equals villager name equals community. So hopefully that will work. Let's just test it out real quick. Okay. Well, oh yeah, his name is not community. Let's just give anvil. So that works. I forget my own commands so fast. This is why it's hard for me to stick to the limit of 60 minutes. Yeah, as you can see, my score is going up on the sidebar here. So, ta-da! Score is going up when I have a villager. As soon as I let him die, my score will stop going up. And that's going to be how the map works. And I don't know the scoring system. It's going to be probably ridiculously high numbers because it's on a fill clock and you get 20 points a second. But that is going to be how the score will work. Obviously, high score will be probably incredibly huge, and you won't be able to play for that long. But yeah, it'll be a fun little thing to work with. And basically, you'll just go until either all the villagers die, or until a timer runs out, and there'll constantly be more villagers being spawned in. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. But what I am sure of is that I need to figure out a system for making it a little bit harder to keep them up. Because right now, you can just infinitely keep them up, and they're always only going straight up and down, and it's very easy to keep them going. What I need is a system to make them like randomly move around side to side, so you have to like keep up with them. And the villagers will go in all sorts of different directions. That is going to be the hard part. So, it'll be a challenge to come up with a system. I think I've already got one in my head just from about 2 minutes of thinking about the situation. What I want is for armor stands to be constantly spread playered around, oh wait, ceiling. Ceiling will be an issue if I do it this way. Maybe I can spread them on the ceiling and then teleport them down. Ah, that's a confusing way to do it. I don't really like it. How about well, I guess it would work. So I'm going to spread players' armor stands around me, or around the center of the room, rather. And as they get spread around this point, spread players, spread distance 8. Max range, actually let's do 7 just to be safe. 7, respect teams true, false, false. And player at E, name equals stand. And that should work, I hope, but you know what? I don't even know, because my commands always freak out and do weird things. So, let's see what this happens. What this happens, that is perfect English. Summon armor stand. Custom name. That should be all I need. Maybe not. Spread players, blah blah blah. ID type as I will understand. So that should be working. Did I misspell nostalgia? I probably did. Nostalgia? No, I spelled it the same way. In that case, I'm just an idiot who doesn't know what he's doing. Is the command executing properly? Probably not. Aha. Usage, spread players, XZ, blah blah. Oh, I forgot to give a max range. Or something. Wait, is that it? Spread distance, max range. Yes. No. No. It needs to be the opposite. I forgot to give it. There. Now that should work. One number can always throw you off. Aha. Perfect. So this is flipping around and doing its thing. Hopefully it never goes beyond the white square, which is what I'm hoping. But I'm going to have a bunch of these nostalgia armor stands doing their thing up here. And I'm probably going to make them like send the villagers off in crazy directions if they're in the same block as the villager. Maybe they shouldn't execute around that fast though. 20 hertz is a little bit too fast for them to be flipping around like that. I don't need them that fast. So I think I might as well just move the scoring mechanism as well, because I mean, why would I need it going that fast? So good, both of those are slowed down now. Well, not yet, but they will be. I think how I'm going to do this is I'm going to hook this next clock up to the first clock, so when I turn this clock on, it will automatically turn on this other thing I'm working on. This might not work. Actually, it definitely won't work because I have that. Hang on. There are things in progress. This is going to work. I promise. Hold on. I may have lied when I promised. Okay. Don't think that's gonna work. Hang on. We almost got this. So that is the fill strip, a much slower clock, and both clocks will turn off when I tell it to, or on when I tell it to. Perfect. Now, what I need is perfect. The spread players. Then I need the scoring on the end there, and in the middle. Wait, the commands execute from that way to that way. Okay, so I need them to spread first. So that's the spreading. Then I'll need them to all be teleported downward by, let's say, 1, counting the courts, 2, 3, 4, 5. How high do the villagers go up? It looks like they go pretty darn high. In fact, he's hitting the Z on the command block. Yes, he's definitely hitting his head on the command block because he comes down much faster. So that'll work. I will teleport the armor stands down by 5, and I'm going to have to give them no gravity for this to work. Hopefully this is enough of them. How am I doing on time? Not good at all, but it's okay. Entity data at E, R equals 50, no, 20, no. I'm indecisive. Words. No gravity. 1. So now I'm going to need to teleport them down 5 blocks, I think it was. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. What was I going to do? Yes, TP at E, blah, -5. So that should make them end up under here. Very good. Very good. Exactly where I needed them. So when these armor stands, when they come across a villager in the same block as them, they will randomly like change its motion and make it go sideways or something weird. And it'll make it really hard to actually catch up with the villagers. Or at least that's the plan. I'm going to have these armor stands like change the motion of the villagers. I don't know if it'll work exactly the way I'm intending, but I certainly hope so. Obviously, I wouldn't want my map to not work. So, we'll just have to hope it works. And I guess I need a little bit more space for this. But yeah, let's just do it this way. So I want the score to be the last thing that executes. That is the score, yes. This is the spreading. So that is the teleportation downward. It should still execute in the same order. In fact, now it's doing 2 of them. Yes, it's still doing the same thing. because it executes this one first, then this one, then it'll do this one, then the one above it. So what I need to do is understand what I'm doing with my life. That's what. Alright, I'm really tired, by the way, because I just had another long day of work. So this is pretty much the only time I've had to do this all week, and I really want to get this done, but I am having trouble with my very sluggish brain actually working and doing what I want it to, which is a problem. So what was I going to do? I needed to execute at the armor stands to give the villagers a random motion. So at all those armor stands, entity data at r equals 2 type equals villager. I'm going to make that r equals 0. So if it's in the same block as the villager, which is actually, okay, I'll do it r equals 1. And then I'll give it a motion, not of upward, but of side to side. So this will give it a, that might actually be too much, but we'll see. Or actually at r, so this will do it at a random nostalgia armor stand, and I'm going to do it at 3 of them, not 2 of them. This even might be not enough. And I'm going to copy this. And actually, these 2 need to be clocked, for sure. So honestly, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, let's do that. No, did I delete the command? Wait, did I? Did I just forget to save the motion? I don't know. Okay. So that will be some of the armor stands doing that direction randomly, some of the armor stands doing other random motion. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. Now this one will be positive, blah, and don't worry, I'm getting rid of the double decimals. It doesn't make any sense to the computer, I know. So, in theory, that should be working, I think. Let's go ahead and get an anvil. Actually, you know, let's just set up a command block to summon a villager. Summon villager, blah, blah, blah. Custom name. The score is going upward. The clock is on. It should be sending these guys up in the air, no? Oh, I changed the motion on the player one. That's a problem. Now die. Why you no die? You impossible member of the community. Humph. Well, I will have to kill you with my diamond sword. Do. I'm sorry. The respected member of the community has died. So I want them to die when they hit the ground. So that means I'll have to give them a little bit less health. Here is how I summon a villager with that command. I think I'm going to put a command block here. I hope I don't have something crazy in my... Alright, good. Purple stained clay is not a thing. Stained? Do I have to say Minecraft? I hope not. Hey, walk on that. Or don't. Either way, you die. Ha! So, that is now working. Now we just need to test it, I guess. Somewhat. We do have a lot of other things to do. Okay. Oh, yeah. This is a problem. Huh. Don't give me that look. You're supposed to die. Alright. Hey, he's getting motion. Yes! That is so much better than I thought it would be. Come on. Stop dying. I need you guys to live for just long enough to die. Alright, they're getting pinballed all over the place. Awesome. So I need them to go up in the air, and then you have to try to catch them. That's awesome. That's actually working. Holy mackerel. I love it. How much time do I have left? Alright, 13 minutes before I need to start bug testing and finalizing stuff. Alright, I like it. This is definitely not polished yet. There's no start game, end game detection, or any of that kind of stuff. Let me go ahead and make these invisible. Hopefully I still have the entity data command on the armor stands. Yes, I do. Awesome. So, invisible 1. Maybe I could do it marker 1, but it's not worth it. So that now they're all invisible. You can't see what's going on. And the villager thing will still work. They'll go up in the air, and then sometimes they'll just go off in random directions. I like it. It might be actually too hard to do it right now, but I am okay with it, I guess. If I need to adjust it, I can always change the delay on this clock right here. Make it a little longer if I want to. You're supposed to be saving the community, not killing them. Ah! Oh, whoop, whoop. Nope, you're gonna live. No! Okay, I need to give them speed. The player needs to have speed. Blah. What am I doing again? Ah, yes. Speed. Yeah, why wouldn't... Ooh, I like it. I like it already. Alright. Oh, it's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing. That might be just my field of view, though. I hope... This is kind of trippy, actually. I feel like I'm... Alright, let me change my personal field of view. How do I do that? Where is the field of view? Where is the field of view? This is wasting a lot of my time. Please. I don't know where my field of view is. Video settings. That's where I just was. Ah, come on. Where is my... I'm gonna Google it. How do I change my field of view? Alright, I was just blind. Yes, this looks fine. This is pretty good. It's really hard, though. I think I'll change the radius to be a little bit higher. Just so they don't... Yeah, it's kind of hard right now. Entity... No. Let's do R equals 2. So now if I'm in 2 blocks of the villagers, they should stay saved. Alright, now it's a little easier and more reliable, because they detect faster when they're about to hit the ground, and they don't... Uh-oh. Alright, so as long as we're getting more villagers every once in a while, this should be okay. Oh gosh. This is a fast-paced game. You're gonna need some reflexes to get this to work. Let's do speed 10. I'm crazy. I know. Do I have speed 10 now? I don't even know. Whoa, there's 2 of them. Yeah, that's another thing. They can nudge each other around. Alright. So far, I look like I'm able to do this, which is fantastic. I'm gonna be terrible at this. Maybe I should do it based on time, how long you can survive. I don't know. I mean, I'll try to say, like, the more you have alive at any given time will increase your score. And you'll get a new one every 5 seconds or something. Or no, that's too long, because then when you have all of them dead, which will happen a lot, then it'll be too much. Alright. Should I add, like, a in-game score so I'm not hampered by all the speed? Because this is a little too fast to handle. I guess I can just fly. So I will have... An easy way to do this might just be to have a dispenser in the wall, constantly spitting out more. Ah, speed. Is this renamed community? It is not. Lovely. I'm sorry I'm removing your salvation, but it has to be done. So I think I'm going to leave this here just for lighting, but that leaves a... No, actually, I guess I don't need it. I was going to say that leaves a way to exploit the map by letting the villagers just land there. They'll be damaged, and if they pathfind off, they'll die. But it would be a way to let them still be alive, and you wouldn't need to worry about catching them all the time. They would just be alive, and you could get points from that. Let's get some orange stained clay. Okay, orange wool. Whatever. How about -2? Ah! -2? Can I pick you up now? I can. Okay. Good. Stay there. Good. So when I activate this, I should, in theory, be able to get a villager to come out. Where are they going? Okay, it's empty. I don't know if that was a bug that got patched or something, but apparently it's now not working the way it used to. So I will do it the boring way. What is happening with my startup disk being full? Stop it.